don't know how my code works.
Mais oui, bienvenue, mon cher invité. Welcome, my dear guest, to the Galerie de l'Âme de Felipe. I am the Caller Claude, the artist for this particular commission. You may have heard of me from my most notorious of works, The Winking Puddle, The Red Mind, or The Empty Dream. No, perhaps you're not privy to the exclusive venues my art typically resides. A London cafe, a dance club in the basement of a Buddhist temple, the doghouse of the Prime Minister's very own Papillon. They all house the beauty of my soul in one form or another through the exclusive aesthetics that my art provides. And today I am to share with you my latest piece. And s'il vous plaît, please do not merely view my art. It is so much more than a visual spectacle to be seen and then discarded like a morning meme on a toilet seat. Embrace it. Feel the sensuality I am exerting upon you. Consensually, of course. Smell the sounds. Hear the scents. Allow yourself to be taken by the authenticity of my love, my grief, my guilt. To begin, I had my commissionaire take a photo to line up the inserts.
So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to reduce camera distortion by shooting it further away with a zoomed in lens. For actual measurements, I need it to be as flat and as even as possible. Otherwise, the inserts and the image that will overlay the inserts won't quite line up. I'm guessing there will probably be some defects that will warrant a second print regardless because of how much I move stuff around from the original blueprints. Whether that was because of imprecise routing or because I moved stuff around on the fly after I had a better understanding on the scale of everything. Still, I'm going to try to fix these anomalies as best I can here by overlaying this picture with the original blueprints and then shifting things around so that they line up as best as possible. Now back to Claude.
Prepare yourself, for many have been known to cry, faint, even orgasm at the sight of my work. I present to you the Playfield art. This piece exhibits the 6 victims and their own particular maladies that one must resolve before progressing to the culmination. But let us not get ahead of ourselves. As with love and croissants, we must take our time. This is Psycho Sean, who can be diagnosed with a little juju of Ketelar. Just like I take in my morning coffee, no? Ha ha, but we kid. You must then, as with all patients, get him to the hospital and learn perhaps there are better ways to treat your sadness than with dirty pills. I myself like to bathe with Chardonnay while fondling the bulb of a tulip. Next to him we have the cardiac Kilroy, named for the graffiti legend painted across France in the Great War. The death and pain the legend has witnessed is reflected here, as he suffers infarction of the heart and total arrest. To treat, one must shock out the fibrillation, inject the adrenaline, and give the needed air. Much to do, no? But same as life. Not all people are alike. Some easy, like quiche Lorraine. Others difficult, like the first pancake. Is okay. You don't need to diagnose to progress. You just need to get to the hospital. The victims still live, you still become EMS God. But I get ahead of myself again. You must excuse me, for my mind does not easily suffer the decrepitous march of traditional chronology. This is Hot Holly, but not like that, mon pauvre Divion. She must be given fluids. I myself would prefer a light Syrah, but lactated ringers will do. Next we have, oh, quel horreur! Trauma Troy has broken his leg. No meanderings in La Flora du Embouillé for him. He must muse the imponderabilities of nature closer to home for a while, I think. But first we must stop the bleed, with the bonus if you airlift him out. Like a zesty affair, is best to do it in a helicopter, no? Perhaps some altitude-induced reflection will keep him from gallivanting in such hazards again. Now who is this? Can you tell his infliction? A stroke! And not the fun type you have with your cousin, no. The type that leaves a man unable to speak even his name without sounding like a Dane.
Woohoo!
No, we must get him to the hospital. No time to peruse the efficacies of language. It's time that is most important, and you will only get the diagnosis bonus if you get him to the hospital in 15 brief but exciting seconds. And finally, we have choking Chuck. Taking the nuts too fast, eh? Ah, mon cher, I've done this myself. Art is a reflection of the artist after all. I've never gone to the hospital for this, however. A lozenge and a smoke clears me right out. Chuck will need something more. Complete the joke targets and you will get him. Ah, but you will also activate the Heimlich for when the ball falls into the outlanes. A little 2 for 1. You know I like that. And now we can start the mass casualty. Started at the same hole for Corona Multiball. You do not know of Corona Multiball? And to think I was ready to share this hole with you. It is depicted by these minuscule germs. Tiny horrible things to make us sick and grievous. With the mass casualty, you must save victims quickly, one after another. Go, go! No time to waste, only lives to save. Get to the hospital. Avoid the car smoking like a Cubano, gaining notoriety and prestige all along the way. Until you become the EMS God. And unlock the climax. I take you there, but I think we save that for another time.
After the artwork was completed, I tried having it printed at a sign shop, which turned out to be more of a hassle than I'd originally thought. After blasting the first place I tried online, I managed to get a commission from Fast Signs for a transparent vinyl sticker. But even their website didn't quite work right. The artwork overlaps the physical table pretty well, but as suspected, there were some deviations that will need to be corrected in the Mark II version of this table, but that's pretty far down the road. I'm probably going to be moving stuff around quite a bit over the next few months as I get a feel for how the table actually plays. And I'm also going to be interested in seeing how the ball actually plays on this vinyl playfield, as opposed to a screen printing on the wooden board like what the professional manufacturers do. I don't have access to screen printing, so I didn't do that. But now that we're done with the art, we can start putting all the mechanisms back on it. That'll be coming out in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'm Pinballer Shot Caller. And if you're new here, welcome. This is a series where I document my journey to building a full-size operating pinball table from the ground up. I put out videos every single week, so it's a great time for you to subscribe. Leave a comment about all the things I did wrong, make fun of my French accent, and as always, happy ballin'!